Hello, and welcome to Updated Autopsy Report, a podcast where we play through the entire Ace Attorney series with longtime fans and newcomers. I'm your host, Ben, and with me today is Dessy.
Hello.
And two good friends of ours, Tiago.
Yo.
And filling in for Rose, we have Iro.
I'm still here. I'm not dead yet.
I've
been here the whole time since my last time I was here for Ghost Trick. I've just been sitting in the back.
Yeah, just been sitting in the back being perfectly quiet.
Glowering at you.
Yes.
Making good decisions.
Our poor friend Rose is still sick, so she is resting up, and we are going to be doing our best to fill time until she feels a little bit better here. So yes, if you were hoping for our first episode on Case 4 of Great Ace Attorney 2, unfortunately that's not here yet, but we are working on that. That is on the way here soon. But in the meantime, we thought we might do some other, I don't know, just kind of, we thought we'd goof around a little bit here and call in a ringer and get Ira to help us as we sort and rank every single character from the original Ace Attorney Trilogy. So that's every character from the first 3 games, and we are going to rank them in tiers here.
Tiers.
And for the first order of business on our tier ranker here, because I've got a tier maker list right up in front of me right now, so that we can all keep these straight.
Oh,
and
God. Horrors.
Should we have? We've got 5 tiers right now: S, A, B, C, and D. Should we add an F tier?
Yes.
That's my first order of business here.
Mhm.
You think we should add an F tier?
I like having an odd number.
Right. That's fair.
That's an
Do
interesting
an S
point.
plus tier and an F tier.
I mean, why don't we just...
going up? How about we start with what we have then?
If it comes up organically.
Because I have a feeling that there might be 1 or 2 characters that we'll really want to ensure are right at the bottom, but we'll see. I think okay. Then let's just play it by ear first.
I'm like looking at them with my eyes.
Yeah, we have a list of characters here, and these are sorted by case that they like order of appearance, I should say, is actually the way I should say it here. These are sorted by order of appearance. So of course, our very first character is none other than Phoenix Wright. Where should how we feel about our boy, about the namesake of Ace Attorney? Because that first game was called Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Eventually they just dropped the Phoenix Wright part and it became the Ace Attorney series.
He's a solid A because he's an Ace Attorney.
That's okay. I think that's a good starting point for him.
I think
Phoenix is S tier.
I do think Phoenix is S tier, but I like the pun of A tier. Let me think. I think he's definitely A tier at the very minimum. I think he's at the very top of A tier, and I don't think anyone else could take that slot from him.
We should change S tier to Ace tier.
No, but then the fucking detective guy would have to go there. The Zvari guy.
Oh, it's not Zvari. No, we can't let him in there.
He's an ace detective, yeah.
No, I think for now, leaving Phoenix at the very top of A tier is fine for me.
Okay. All right.
Whatever.
We're establishing a baseline.
Yeah,
it's not like we
can come back. We can come back to all these characters and adjust, right?
Yeah.
We will adjust.
Yeah.
He's like the Mario. He's like Ryu.
Yeah. Exactly. He kind of has to. He's kind of what the whole list will revolve around in the end. Okay. Well, the second character that appears is Mia Fey. How do we feel about Mia Fey?
I
like alive Mia Fey or dead Mia Fey.
Well, I think we got to encompass the whole character, right?
Is it young Mia Fey or like old Mia Fey?
I'm saying I'm counting all of Mia Fey. When I look at Mia Fey, I think
because this specifically here does not separate young and older Mia. Right?
So this is Mia all top to bottom.
Yes.
This is just as.
Here's my thing.
Mia gets told.
I feel like we've made enough jokes about Mia Fey that I no longer remember her ordinary character because I'm just remembering the bit where like she comes back from hell just to watch like her favorite soaps by involving Maya Faye.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm like, I can't imagine her as someone other than like, yeah, she is a really cool mentor, but also she's smoking ciggies while fucking watching her favorite soaps, Twin Peaks.
Ruining her sister's body. Well, no, it's not her. Wait a second.
It is her sister's body.
If you smoke, but the body completely transforms.
I'm
Physically.
yes, I agree. Do you think she recovers all damage? Is this like a polymorph situation?
Yeah,
dude, like wild shape, like
yeah. I wild shape it to Mia Fey, a busty attorney.
Right, but then and then if you unspur channel, respur channel, like all damage is fixed.
Oh, you can flicker Mia Fey and like be used in combat like a professional machine.
Until this exploit is patched, I think it has to be at least A tier.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think she needs to at least start at A tier, and we can move around otherwise. It does feel like there would be a scheme that Maya would cook up at some point where she would be like, okay, Mia, I'm going to channel you and you can eat as many burgers as you want. And then we're going to unchannel and like all the damage will be undone. Right.
Yeah.
But then Maya,
it's that fucking eat a steak under an hour thing.
It's
crazy. You tag in Maya and you're like, all right, Mia, you gotta take over. Mia comes in, it's like, I'm the fucking sinker. I got this.
Now, cheated this.
But his food like counts as part of the body. I guess the contents of contents of my stomach are the same.
Ghost law, now is coming into effect. Could you theoretically swallow evidence while spirit channeling somebody? Excise the spirit. What would happen to the evidence?
Oh my god, it's like putting a container in a container.
It's supposed to be a ranking thing.
This is supposed to be fun, is what this is supposed to be. All right. For now, let's put Mia in A rank next to Phoenix. They show up right at the start together. We'll adjust if we need to.
Yes.
None other than our good old buddy Winston Payne would be next in line then.
Winston Payne?
Yeah, Winston Payne.
See.
Of the Paynes,
he's the best one.
I think he's the best one. But
that's why
how high does a Payne rank still? Because I'm feeling at B at best.
Yeah. Here's my reasoning. C's get degrees and he has a law degree.
Okay.
So does Phoenix.
So you're saying we should start with him at C.
If he's
I don't hate him. Right.
If he's higher than C, I will riot.
Okay. All right. I don't know if that's fair. I was about to say that's fair, but I don't know if that's fair, but I understand what you're saying. Okay. Well, yeah.
I feel nothing about him. I just feel like we should be boxing him constantly.
Right. I mean, he's still, even though he's the most endearing Pain and he's the funniest one, he is still a Pain.
Yeah.
But he's not a royal Pain. That one from Game 6.
If I pass Winston Payne in the hall, I roll my eyes. I don't try to trip him.
Exactly.
If I walk past Gaspin Payne,
it's on site.
It's on site.
It's done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, then, for now, we have the judge.
The judge.
Rose's dad, the judge.
Easy S for me.
Easy.
Yeah,
S.
I don't know if we can put Rose's father any lower
than S rank. Okay.
Yeah, he is.
Some of my biggest laughs are from him.
He doesn't know what nail polish is.
He loves his wife. He's a wife guy.
He's shown up more often than Phoenix.
To court cases. Sure, that's true. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I think that was nice and easy for me.
Okay. It's really funny because there's times when I read online like opinions about the judge, and he seems to be incredibly divisive. Right.
Some people hate him because
he's a bumbling fool, and some people fall on the side of like hating that, right? I think pretty much the entire cast here has been on the side of he's endearing in his bumbling foolishness.
He's a newspaper comic character. He like
when he comes up on your side and you're like, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, finally.
Right. Okay.
Convinced him.
I feel good about that. I don't feel bad about that. Although I feel a little weird having the judge above Phoenix Wright.
He's always sitting above Phoenix Wright.
But he is always sitting above. Yeah,
always.
We're just recreating the layout of the courtroom now on the tier right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. I might like say that we need to slide Phoenix at least up to the same level as the judge at some point. But for now, we'll leave it.
Yeah.
Larry Butts. Larry Butts.
Hear me out. I don't think he should be below Winston Payne.
You think he's more endearing to you than Winston Payne?
I will invite if I'm going out to a party and someone's like, I invited Larry Butts, I'd be like, all right. What? And then if someone invited Winston Payne, I'd be like, what? Who? Why?
The thing is, you would just never invite Winston Payne to a party, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Larry, you don't invite Larry either, but he just fucking shows up.
The thing is the writing is sometimes kinder and meaner to Larry, depending on the scenario and the case, right? There are times when Larry is absolutely insufferable, and there are some lines that he gets in that original trilogy that are awful, right? Right?
He's a criminal and should be killed.
Like, some of the things that he says about women are just absolutely like.
I feel like I'm cool with Larry Butts on like the very first case where she's like our idiot friend we have to defend, and then every other time he shows up, I'm just like, no.
Yeah. I mean, I think the funny thing is like when he shows up in that final DLC case of Game 6, like he's way more tolerable there because by that point they've softened him up so much, right? And they know that they can't go as hard on some of the dialogue, but yeah, like
but are we taking that into account, or are we taking into account only the original trilogy? That's what I'm saying.
Maybe we should put some guardrails into just the portrayals in the original trilogy, because that might make me come down on him a slightly more negative then as a result.
I mean, we're already all the way at this point in the games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I feel like C is the absolute highest he could be.
Okay,
but I definitely. If I'm reminded of his crimes later on in this pod, I will put him back down to D. I'll beat him with a stick.
Okay.
Never speak of him again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then we will drop Larry into C for now, right next to Winston Payne.
Because I know there's some people on this list who I think need to be put into hell, and I don't think
we'll get there.
Yeah, we get there.
We're all looking at the same
I think this is Larry's dead girlfriend.
Yeah, I'll pull up here the characters list from courtrecords.net. But yes, this is Larry's dead girlfriend, Cindy Stone, was her name. Cindy Stone.
Did she make no, Larry made the statue.
Larry made the statue. He's an artisan.
Yeah, she did she does have the one positive quality that she does keep Larry's gift, the statue, and adjusts the time, right? Which helps exonerate him later and catch the criminal.
But did she do that out of like love and affection for Larry, or did she just do that because she's easily manipulated?
Because it's a clock.
We don't
know.
It's
her clock. Yeah, she just owns her clock.
It's a big, heavy clock, though.
Do we need a new category for not a character?
Right, because she's really not
that we saw.
She's
for
really
whole,
just
like
a victim.
30 seconds.
Yeah, I
victim,
think about
like victim category. But no, but that's just immediately dumping all of them into one box.
Yeah, I mean, there's some victims who I feel
who had a character,
who have a little bit more character, right? Occasionally. Because sometimes one or two of them, we get to bump into them and talk to them a little bit beforehand. So, but yes, I'm fine with since Cindy Stone does not really get any characterization aside from she kind of cared for Larry Butts, and maybe that's considered a character flaw.
Yes. Look, she was dumb enough to date Larry Butts and get herself killed by a traveling salesman.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So I'm thinking C or D.
Yeah. So,
I think she's C above Larry.
Are we ranking within the tiers here?
Yeah, of course. I thought we were.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if we can rank within the tiers, but okay.
We'll do it loosely. I definitely know that she's a better person than Larry Butts.
She's a better person than Larry Butts. Okay. All right. Then I'll drop her into. Can I rearrange these here? And yes, I can. So yes, for now I'll rearrange her into C tier along with Larry.
Do you disagree with me, Ira?
I think it's too much work.
I mean, obviously, I don't think this is going to be like hardcore, like this is granular to the point. But I think this is a funny bit in which
okay.
Yeah. All right. So now we've got, of course, I can get
Frank
to
saw
it. Frank saw it. Yes. Frank saw it.
Uninteresting killer, uninteresting guy,
uninteresting killer, kind of a racial stereotype.
Right. Yeah.
Was he funny in the investigations segment? Does this include investigations? No, right?
No.
Oh, sweet. Bottom of D tier.
Yep.
Okay. Easy one then. Yeah. So now, this could be easy as well. Maya Fey. I think Maya Fey is a pretty easy S tier to me.
All the way to the tippity top for me. I think she is pure S tier.
All right. So yeah,
she can transform into half of the characters on this list. Therefore, she's S tier by default.
I think she. I don't think she'd be able to
Kirby
beat
as well,
Kirby.
like in Smash Brothers.
Kirby only gets one move. Kirby's entire moveset doesn't change. She's more like Shang Tsung.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or like what, like Soul Master. Or what?
Both of us reaching for the fucking Kirby gun.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I feel like in some ways we should have more discussion about Maya, but it's so easy to just drop her into S tier that like
there's
no debate. There's no debate.
She belongs. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't think of an honest situation where I was like genuinely mad at Maya's character. Like, she's consistent. She does exactly what she does all the time. When she does grow, it's in a different trilogy. She's just Maya Fey. That's my bro.
Like, she keeps getting us into trouble, but like that's not her fault.
She was incredibly unlucky, and she almost starved after like 6 hours.
Yeah,
she was hungry.
She was.
All right, Maya Fey in S tier. Her and the judge hanging out.
Definitive. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Miles Edgeworth.
A
tier for you. Okay.
Yeah, only because he's got prosecutor annoying.
I thought I was lowballing y'all.
I agree with that because there are some instances where, like many other prosecutors, I just want him to shut the fuck up.
I don't like Edgeworth as much as the rest of you. It's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I might have to rearrange what I'm saying. Go ahead, Tiago.
I mean, deadass, I'm just not that big of like a Miles Edgeworth. I mean, he's not my favorite prosecutor. He's not my least favorite, but I just think he's an A. He has an interesting character, a good arc throughout the games. He gets his own video games.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think his arc within the trilogy is better than his arc within Investigations. Personally,
true.
I feel like what, and if we're talking just about the trilogy here, I like Edgeworth's arc here better, and I like, Edgeworth kind of fits the archetype of the secondary protagonist in a lot of ways in Ace Attorney because like he's the the Shadow the Hedgehog to the Sonic the Hedgehog.
I actually want to step in here real quick. I don't think he's the Shadow the Hedgehog.
Cross the line, Ben.
All right, sorry. You're the Sonic expert, please.
I mean,
he's more like Fang the Sniper.
No,
I just mean in that he's has his own path, parallel with Phoenix's, and then of course when Phoenix gets injured in Game 3, we get our chance to finally play as Edgeworth, right?
That's what I was going to say.
And you get that nice surprise as taking the controller, as him, right?
Right. I like how even though he's like a major character in the first game, like they deploy him relatively judiciously in Game 2 and 3.
Yes.
It's like he gets to come back for a big finale, and then he gets to come back again for big finale, but in a lesser role.
Right.
I think that he is more akin to the Proto Man to Phoenix Wright's Mega Man.
Sure.
And
okay. That's probably a better comparison.
They should be equal. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then we will drop our boy Edgeworth into A tier for now.
Does Proto Man have a copy ability?
Proto Man does not have a copy ability, if I recall correctly. It's been a while since I played Mega Man Classic. I've unfortunately, my frame of reference is Battle Network.
Oh yeah, mine too, right? But like, mostly Battle Network.
Yeah, he's a sword guy.
Thing is, I think of Proto Man, I think of a sword, but like in Mega Man Classic, it doesn't have a sword.
Yeah, he just has a buster and a shield.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a scarf.
Yeah, he is cool with the scarf.
Scarves are cool.
Now we're at Gumshoe, and Dessy is the #1 Gumshoe fan in the call right now.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Do you want to defend your thesis?
No arguments allowed. Put a mess.
Wait, really? No arguments?
No.
None.
None?
Nope.
Can I if I were to present an argument to the court, could I say it?
Okay.
If I were to present this case about Gumshoe, I think wow, I don't even know if I actually have any qualms with him. I just wanted to argue. Give me a sec.
No counterpoints.
He has no money, and in our capitalistic society, having no money means you are a poor moral fiber.
Wow.
I mean, honestly, I kind of like him more now that he has no money because
I know. Yes,
he's relatable.
He's a working class.
Are making him better.
He's a working class guy. He's earnest. He
is a cop.
Yes, of course, but like he's the Columbo archetype of the cop in that he is the one good cop, right? He is the one guy. He's hardworking. He's boots on the ground, right? He's out there doing the damn thing. He's not sitting in his office. Like the one time we see Gumshoe in his office, not his office, but at his desk in the police office, he seems like a man out of place, right?
Yeah, he's strange.
He's made to be. Yeah, he's made to be out there investigating.
I'm never sad to see Gumshoe. I'm always like, hey, it's Gumshoe.
Yeah,
right. I think again, if we are isolating it just to the trilogy, he gets some good stuff in the trilogy, whereas in Investigations, he becomes a little bit more of a punching bag for Edgeworth in the first game.
He comes in with the save in game 2.
Yeah, exactly. So
no counter arguments here, I'm hearing.
So yeah, I'm fine with putting Gumshoe in an S tier. I would be happy with him in S tier or A tier. I think he's a solid all around good character. And even though he doesn't have necessarily a lot of character development per se, he is exactly what you want from an ancillary character in an ensemble cast, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
he's a reliable goofus.
Yep.
Doofus.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, then I will drop him into S tier for now, and we'll maybe we'll revisit that, maybe not. So, next up we have our first. Case 2 character, April May.
C.
Dude, why?
C cups.
All right. I was gonna make the same fucking joke. Toss her in. I
don't have another
outshot you there.
Here.
It's.
I mean,
I got caught at high noon. What can I say?
Wow.
You're right. I do kind of like her little paw hands.
Sure, she's a character who, whenever I see her, I roll my eyes. Right, like
right.
She's funny.
C for cutie.
Cutie.
Yeah, she is, as far as like her characterization in the game. Suffers from some of the tropes that you can often run into. But there's like a slight hint of like, that she's doing her best to like get through things like under red white, right? There's just like there's a little bit of a tinge of that going on, but I don't know. So is everybody feeling okay with C tier then for her?
Absolutely, C tier. Toss her in.
Right now our B tier is pretty empty, so we've got a lot of characters to go through, but
we've averaged out on B tier. So
red white then.
D.
Okay.
He killed Mia Fey. So he's my enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's American coded.
Yeah. It is true.
He's rich. He has awful taste in art.
So no redeeming qualities so far.
None whatsoever.
He killed with the thinker again, so he couldn't even use an original weapon.
God.
Yep,
so like, yeah,
lame,
dude.
unoriginal.
What do you think about the movies version where he's like a weird like John Lennon looking motherfucker?
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah,
We try not to think about that.
Yeah, we try not to think about
I'm not
that.
quite that far, but I'm not particularly interested in the movie version of Red White. I think there's occasionally some good jokes that the game version of Red White has, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has one or two lines that make me laugh, but as far as a character, I think I'm fine with dropping him into D tier.
Mm-hmm.
So okay,
get him.
Then Bellhop.
I think already B.
Really?
Yeah, hear me out. He has the funniest arc where he becomes a multimillionaire by just having like really funny hotel planning
God,
things.
that's right. Doesn't he come back in game 3 or something?
I mean, he never like for sure comes back, but he's always in the background of like, oh yeah, didn't a bellhop like start this water park after watching a murder? Isn't that crazy? And Phoenix is like, yeah, that is fucking crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's funny
he
to me
worked his way up to the top from the bottom.
Sure.
Yeah, this guy saw a single person get killed, and somehow his life has been going up and up ever since. I think that's very funny. I think that's B for me.
That's a B for you? Okay.
I think he's definitely way more interesting to me than any of the C characters.
The thing is like all that is like background tertiary stuff, right?
Yeah, I recognize it.
Yeah, but that's still funny.
It's even funnier that it's in the background.
He's just a random dude. Like,
yeah.
All right.
If this were a Yakuza game, he would be like the one-off side story character that for some reason kept coming back.
Right.
Yeah.
He'd be like the Obitarian.
He'd be called like man dressed as bellhop. Like
right. And he would have some sort of wacky puns about how he's always dressed as a bellhop no matter where he goes.
At the beach. Full bellhop.
Yeah.
I'm saying B.
I don't roll my eyes when I see him. I just go, it's that guy, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's drop him into B then for the moment.
Yeah, B for bellhop.
B for bellhop.
I was gonna say that, but I was like, that's probably too childish. But here we are.
We're all childish.
Yeah, we
give me 1 second. We don't have to stop the recording. I just have to do something real quick.
Okay. Marvin Grossberg.
D.
C. Okay. Well,
I don't like him because he's a fat guy archetype, and it's not even his fault, but like
he's the like pioneer of the turn your thing around on its head technique.
He is. I agree with that notion. I don't think that. You're right. That actually does give him some plans. All right,
I don't hate him. I just go, yes, you're here.
All right, yeah, that's fair. See, we gotta start going through some of these because some of these people don't matter to me.
Yeah.
Well, how about Misty Faye then?
Now, hang on a goddamn second.
Is that Misty Faye? Who the fuck is Misty Faye again?
Hang on a goddamn second. I'm looking at this batch of characters here.
Yeah, I'm like, there's a character at the bottom right that I thought was Misty Faye.
Yeah, well, this is.
Okay, so Misty Faye gets treated as two separate individuals, but Mia is all Mia.
This is true because she has this other icon. Yeah, as I'm pulling it up here just to make sure I didn't go insane. But yeah, this is the Misty Faye icon from game 1.
It's because there's the whole Gregory Edgeworth thing where she channeled the person, then the person lied and discredited somebody or other.
I feel like we should just rank them both at the same time, then.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll put them together here.
Okay, so we're also considering
the bottom right one. Yeah, at least don't M.
Yeah.
I feel B tier for the both of them. I don't dislike them. I think they do have like interesting character motivations, especially at the end of game 3. But like she was there when we needed her. I think she's cool. Like, I think she's like hangoutable.
She willing to kill. She had a sword cane.
She had a sword cane. That does make her cooler.
That is
cool. I think we should put her in B tier. That's simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll drop her.
I have no issues with that.
Her icons in there. Then next up we have Will Powers. Our good buddy Will.
Will Powers.
I think Will's a B tier.
I was gonna say I think Will's a B tier.
I think Will's a B tier.
He's a cute guy.
Yeah, he appears a couple times, and you go, "Oh, it's you."
He is the Steel Samurai.
He is.
Well, he becomes the Steel Samurai, right?
Right. So yeah.
Yeah.
Does he do his own stunts? He's in the suit, right?
Yeah.
He's
I like him enough to be an A tier.
Is he always he in the suit and the actor who transforms into Steel Samurai?
I was assuming that when he originally was the actor, he was just the suit actor. But then when the guy passed away, the victim of that case, then he becomes the face actor as well. But I don't think he actually does ever become the face actor. That might be me misremembering.
Unclear.
Yeah, I think that Steel Samurai is pretty much always in the suit, right?
Yeah, he's
Steel Samurai never takes his helmet off. He is steel.
I agree.
Right?
I guess.
Like, we never see the Steel Samurai depicted in fiction with his helmet off.
Steel Samurai, magic tech, or bio.
I would argue that he is magic tech.
Okay.
What's
the name of this victim?
This is Jack Hammer. This is why I pulled
Jack
this up.
Hammer.
I pulled the page up quick to look at his name again because I forgot as well. Jack Hammer. Yeah.
He looks cool.
Yes, he's if you recall here, he plays the evil magistrate in the Steel Samurai show. And he's the victim in case 3. So yeah, obviously he was not super memorable to us. I don't feel like he needs much. I mean, sure
he framed Will Power, or like he meant to.
Right.
Didn't he like drug him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
he drugged his fucking steak.
So I think I'm fine with putting him in D tier personally.
He has cool hair. I like him a little bit more than both those guys.
But yeah, he doesn't really get a lot to go on. So
he tried to kill what's her name, and then she killed him by accident. Right.
Mm-hmm. True. Yeah, fuck it. You can stay there.
All right. Then how about Cody?
D.
Cody Hackins.
Cody's obnoxious.
Cody's, C for me simply because C for child.
Yeah.
The most basic tier.
He just grows up to be that one.
Letters of the alphabet.
Yeah.
He grows up to be that one dude from AI Asami Files. Like,
no, don't say that to me. I'll literally take that back. That hurts me specifically.
Go play the AI Asami Files.
Yeah.
Go play it. It's really good.
Yeah, Cody gets like maybe one good moment in the game.
Yeah.
Obviously he's a child, but
the only thing worse than
I'm fine with putting him in D tier if that's where folks want to drop him, right? I'm not gonna fight for him.
Yeah, I think it's just Oh, I said C. Put him back in C.
Oh.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
He's more terrible than the killers.
You're right. You're right.
This is true.
Killer.
So far, we have only killers in D.
Yeah.
No, I think there's definitely some witnesses that are coming up that are about to be in fucking D tier for me.
Yeah. So Penny Nichols, right? I think that's her last name, Penny Nichols.
Yeah, Penny Nichols. Yeah. B.
That's
Will Power's friend.
I think a B tier for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's better as far as the witnesses go. Doesn't she reappear then, right?
Yeah.
It's in investigations.
In investigations, yeah, she reappears.
But, sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Fine with B tier.
Yes. I dug my own grave by insisting that we have an odd number of tiers.
It's fine. Now here's
oh no,
the one, the only Wendy Oldbag.
She's an old bag.
So yeah, Wendy Oldbag. You either hate her or you love her.
I put her at parity with Larry. Like, I think of them I think of them as like not necessarily attached at the hip, but like they each have a leash on each other. Like
they're chained to each other.
Yeah, can only go a certain distance away.
Right before the other one shows up. For sure.
I would agree with the C tier. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
I think she's annoying, right?
Wendy is one of those characters where like I don't like hate her in the way that a lot of other people do, but I do think that her shtick maybe gets deployed perhaps one too many times, right?
Mm-hmm.
In each of her appearances, right? If she had been toned down just like 5% each time, right? You know, I think she would have be like ideal as far as like one of those goofy recurring characters.
She's no Obitarian. Like
I forget who Obitarian is. You have to tell me.
Did you play Yakuza 0?
Oh, I did not play Yakuza 0, so I guess
I'll never know. Socking Granny with the like tiger sweater.
Ooh, sick.
We can't explain the Obitarian right now.
I thought all right, I see this motherfucker. I want to put him in F tier.
Salmonella. This is why I was wondering if we needed an F tier, because some characters, like, or maybe we just needed to have a sex offender tier.
Yeah,
we need the
tier that says on a list, like
literally like on site. Like I will kill them. Like it's on site with them.
Yeah,
on
change the color.
A list.
Salmonella.
Yep. That's nice and easy and handled.
Yep. All right. There we go. He's on the list somewhere. He has to inform his neighbors when he moves in.
I think he needs to. I think he just literally needs to be poisoned to death. That's about it.
I know we're not talking about investigations, but when he appears in investigations, is like some of the most damage I've ever taken in the entire series.
It hurt me.
Yeah. Even if it's because it's only just from behind, right? For like one little cameo appearance, but
it's like 35 text boxes
because he can't shut up. Yeah, true.
He had to go.
Okay,
next up, we gotta kill him.
D. Vasquez. I think this is our first killer who might need to go above D tier.
I agree. I think she's interesting.
Put a C.
I think I could go even as high as B tier for her. I think she's one of our more interesting.
Girl boss. She's girl boss.
She's girl bossing. Yes,
she is a girl boss.
She is. I'm trying to remember all the details of the case in my mind, but you could like the initial killing, right, from the past, like, wasn't that one that
I think Jack Hammer did it by accident,
right? It was an
accident. Then she blackmailed him for years,
right. So
she's a noir character.
Yeah, she really is a noir character that jumped out.
But like, it's very funny that they like Ace Attorney has their own Hollywood noir, but it's also like tokusatsu.
Yeah.
So like
Conrad Skull.
Yeah, exactly. I think B tier is fine for me with her.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
We'll drop her in B then for now. Then we've got the one, the only Manfred von Karma.
Man, ooh,
he has
his shadow looms over the entire trilogy.
He has one appearance in the original trilogy.
It's a really good one.
But it's one, really fucking good appearance.
I mean, he was so good that they decided like they needed to make his offspring appear in the next game.
Right. Mm-hmm. And he had to like come back then in the investigations because they needed to bring him back. He's the character that they decide to like make the main villain in the movie as well because he's just a great villain. So it's easy to have everything revolve around him. And of course investigations does a little bit of their he's one of the few characters to literally assault us, assault Phoenix Wright. And I think I'm arguing myself into an A tier, character for him.
He's the bad guy of Ace Attorney.
Mm-hmm.
He is the blueprint for us accusing people in court that they killed somebody.
Right. Yeah.
Literally,
he has the breakdown to
yes.
He starts slamming his head against the wall, right?
Right.
He gave us a new option in our menu that says accuse the prosecutor.
Right.
Yeah.
It works.
It was his idea to cross-examine a parrot.
True.
Solidly A tier.
And doing the metal detector in the courtroom on his shoulder is still like one of the best.
I might even move him to. I might even put him at S.
We're talking ourselves into S tier here.
I mean, look, he's the best villain.
He has no other chances to screw himself up.
This is true.
That's true. He did one mission and left.
Yeah, and he did it perfectly.
Yeah, I actually believe in the S. I'm an S truther now.
Okay. Well, I'll slide him.
He's the evil S, you know?
Not what I was expecting to see on a tier list, but all right, let's keep going.
What do you believe in, Des? Do you think he's S?
What do you believe?
No, I would agree because he's such a good character. He's such a good, shitty character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That he definitely is one of those characters that's like, oh, he's the guy you love to hate.
Try to frame a child for murder.
Yeah.
Incredible.
For accidental murder.
Incredible.
And then he took his rival's child and trained him.
That's right.
Trained him evil on purpose.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
No, he needs to be an S tier. That guy's a menace.
It's some freak shit. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is that extra?
Next up here, why am I blanking on her name here?
Lot of heart.
Yes, lot of heart. Thank you.
I'm willing to put her in B.
I was gonna go C.
Okay.
I was gonna say C. She is a little annoying.
She is annoying. I'm more okay with her.
She's got the heart, but she's just fucking obnoxious.
I'm more okay with her reappearing than some of these other people who I hate more.
Right.
You know what? I'll pivot. I'll go to B.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think if I see her showing up, I'm slightly more excited than I am if I see Larry showing up.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of heart is my friend. Yeah, that's fair.
So okay, all right.
I see a lot of heart show up. I say this is gonna be a rough fucking time.
True, but at least it's a little funny. We'll leave her there.
Yeah. Yanni Yogi.
That's tough.
He's got his life ruined.
He got screwed over.
Right.
Yeah.
He did get the raw end of the deal and then tried to get his revenge.
But also this I'm senile is a really tired routine.
But it works.
It does work.
C to D to me.
Yeah, I would be fine with C or D.
Yeah, I don't feel like he's a D because it's he does have the tragic backstory of he really did get screwed over.
But he's safe.
I don't blame him for trying to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll drop him into C then. Gregory Edgeworth. Doesn't really get much in the original trilogy.
All we know is he's the only person to have ever defeated Von Karma.
This is true. It's hard not to let our appearances of Gregory Edgeworth in the Investigations duology affect us here, I think.
I think he's just... I feel completely neutral about him. I don't feel anything about him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel C tier if we're just doing original trilogy.
Original trilogy, yeah. He's just kind of there.
He's there.
He exists.
Okay.
He co-created Edgeworth.
True. He did supply the scene.
I gotta pull up his name for this next guy here. Robert Hammond.
Guy who got killed on the boat and was supposed to be killed by
I don't even recall his role in proceedings.
He was a defense attorney. He used to work with Grossberg.
Wasn't the thing Gregory Edgeworth was gonna retrial Yanni Yogi but Gregory Edgeworth was killed, and so Hammond ran the trial and fucked it up.
Right. Yes. I think that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't really have he's kind of just the fall guy, right?
Yeah.
For a bunch of stuff. So I don't think it really gives him much to go on. But at least he's not on a list.
It's true.
He's not
D-tier?
on a list. Yeah, true.
All right. Here's one.
S.
Missile.
S.
S. All right.
That's a dog. S.
Even discounting appearances in other series.
Yes,
that's a dog. Yeah, that's an S.
He's just a good boy.
The switch to the like growling missile image is still like incredibly funny.
Yeah, it really is.
Polly.
Yes, we have Polly next. Yes.
I mean, honestly, S tier just because we cross-examined her.
Sure.
Hey,
Did
I can
just automatically get to go to S tier? Is what
I don't
you're
know.
saying?
I can go to A.
She's important.
It's a good bit.
She's an important.
It is a good bit.
It's the funniest.
Yes, I
bit.
would be
like,
fine
are
with
you
either
saying
A or
Polly's
S.
as good as Mia Fey?
Yeah, right. Put her in B.
Okay.
That actually fucking got it for me.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why Ira's here. He's the voice of reason.
Whoa.
All right. So now we got our 1-5 crew.
Oh, baby.
With Lana Skye.
She's okay.
How do you feel about Lana Skye?
I really like her. I don't know.
I do like her, but like, she's okay.
I don't like her as much as the A trio that we have up there right now, which is very funny to me. I like how they're the like barrier between S tier. Like, do I think they're better than Miles Edgeworth, Phoenix Wright, or VFA? Absolutely not. They're going to B tier. I think she's going to B tier. She's not better than those three people.
Yeah, she fits B.
Yeah,
she's cool. You know, it's like she's being blackmailed.
Her sister.
Her sister, I actually do straight up think is A tier.
Yeah.
Oh, this is tough. I have to like I'm making me discount Pile Justice and such.
Right. Yes.
Here's the thing: is that
yes, Emma's appearance in the later games
should be stricken from the record.
Right for now. But yes, just her appearance in Case 5.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think it's really fascinating, the idea of doing a second run on Maya Fey, right? In a way where Phoenix has this weird moment where he's like seeing bits of these other people again in new folks that he's bumping into. I think that's fairly interesting as a conceit.
You know, she's like she's like fake Maya when she appears, but also like you don't hate her for being fake Maya. You're like, okay,
exactly. She overcomes that really quickly and starts to stand on her own.
I just think her visual design with the bright pink is really good too.
Yeah, she's got a good character design, and she teaches us how to do fingerprinting and luminol.
Yeah,
which is
luminol.
Listen, you get
out the aluminium fingerprint powder.
That alone helps bring her up. All right. So yeah, I think she sits in A just fine.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Damon Gant, the villain of Case 5.
He's a really good villain.
He is a pretty good villain. I do think he is a really good villain in that case. I think having the chief of police be your main villain there is it's good from a conceptual standpoint because you're taking down the fucking chief of police.
Yeah, hell yeah. Get his ass.
And yes, he's got a good character design, and the way that he kind of becomes like this brick wall in some of those last 2 or 3 testimonies, and you really have to get through the cracks there to like water, like little driplets of water getting through like cement, right? You're just wearing him down slowly over time.
You are picking at it.
But in a way that's not frustrating. I know that's a long case, and at times that case does drag a little bit, but I think perhaps I'm looking back at it with rose or pink tinted glasses or whatever color his glasses are, but I think Damon Gant stands up pretty tall. So I think I might put him
at. I think I'd put him at A.
He's like a really.
I would
he also has a great breakdown.
I would almost say S. Hear me out on the S thing. He really is like, I think, one of the only villains who like using evidence was insane against. Like, it was actually just straight up hard to fight him in court. Like everyone else, like, is kind of, I use evidence, I talk to him, yada yada. No, he was a tough fight. I don't know. I think that was it. That's why I think he's S tier. Is that like
he's saying he's like, because he was like final boss level villain in your DLC case here.
He delivers
real DLC case.
He delivers in that DLC case, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think S tier, but I would see why people wouldn't say that.
I mean, I think we still got to have some distinction, at least a little bit, right? I don't think he quite comes to Manfred von Karma tier if we're talking villains.
He's not a freak like Manfred von Karma.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He's just evil.
Get over that.
But he is like, yes, kind of delightfully evil.
Yes. Okay.
So I think A tier is a good place for Damon Gant.
I just think his breakdown's really, really good too.
It is good.
It is really good. Okay, next one in the list would be Jake Marshall, our cowboy.
He's a cowboy.
Jake
cowboy.
was like my first, like my first Ace Attorney crush.
Your first video game character
he's my first
crush.
Ace Attorney crush. I liked him a lot.
Okay,
I would put him in A.
Okay.
I was gonna say C. So how about we meet in the middle and go B?
I was saying B.
Saying B. Okay.
I feel like. I think Cowboy Man is funny. Like, but
yes, I think he's got some good character bits in that case. I don't know if for me if he ever like crests above like solidly good, right?
Yeah.
I think like the stuff with I think he's got some good bits in his office, right? Or at his desk there, right? With the cactus and stuff like that. I think if I recall correctly, some of those jokes are kind of funny. But yeah, I'd be happy with him living in B tier. I think he's
just like he's discount Godot, right? Like,
how do you feel about that, Dess, as the #1 cowboy liker in this chat?
I'm a little hurt, but it's okay.
I'm sorry.
Is B acceptable to you as a compromise?
Okay, I suppose.
Okay.
I suppose.
If you want to fight for it, you can fight for it.
On discount Godot, we haven't gotten there yet.
Okay. Next up.
All right.
Let's see here then.
Angel Star. Right? Isn't that her name?
Angel Star, yes.
Right. I feel like I have to put her at the same level as Jake Marshall.
Yeah. B.
I think she's B tier for you.
Yeah, she comes up enough that she's got, she's got character to her.
I kind of like
and I like all her different little meals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of like a resentful ex-law person.
Right.
Was she the ex-cop or was she ex-forensics?
She was a detective.
She was an ex-detective? Okay, I'm pulling up.
My memory is shit. I don't know anything.
She was in the team with Jake and them.
Yes, she was an ex-detective. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, she was an ex-detective. Yeah, I'm fine with her living in B tier as well. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Did she always have the lunch thing on her head when she was being a detective?
The onigiri?
It was like a beret. Like,
oh yeah, that makes sense. I remember the flashback. I was just like, did she have that? I don't remember. Anyway, the next guy is C tier. I don't really care.
We gotta say the name. The name is Mike Meekins. Mike Meekins.
Okay, Mike Meekins. Wait, actually, no, we can't take into account investigations.
I feel like Mike Meekins.
You can't bring up the Mike Meekins stuff from 4 when he shows
up. Oh God,
which is really good. Unfortunately,
I know that shit.
It brings him up a whole tier.
It really does. It makes him B tier if we could bring that. It's C.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I associate him so strongly with like watching that Blue Badger video over and over.
Right.
And I'm just like, you motherfucker.
Yeah,
funny. He's a very. It's funny because his character design is so not typical Ace Attorney as well, which sometimes makes him stick out more in your mind. But yeah, I think unfortunately Mike Meekins is C tier. But yeah, if we could count 4. I think he would maybe show up a little higher. So
right.
We've got our victim Bruce Goodman. Our detective who's killed. He's not really a character. We never really get anything about him.
Yeah.
And then we also have our killer. What was his name now? I've got to.
The serial killer, Joe Dark.
The serial killer. Yeah.
Also not a character.
Not a character.
Let me hear you out though. I think he's kind of really funny. Do I like him more than any of the D characters? No. But I just think the Joe Dark arc is funny.
Yeah, Joe Dark is a funny name.
Joe Dark is funny.
Now Neil Marshall, Jake Marshall's dead brother.
I feel like
wasn't he killed by Joe Dark?
He's killed by Joe Dark. Yeah.
We just put him in C tier.
C, really?
I mean, he inspired a lot of people.
I don't know, man.
He's got a face compared to Joe Dark.
Yeah,
you see like you see his face like once in a lightning flash or whatever it is, and then a flashback.
I feel like I put him at the same like level as Joe Dark, like as the other victim of that case.
Right.
The problem is that like I view him better than some of the victims in other cases, simply because like he matters a lot to our other cowboy. Like he was just like one of those people who, when he passed, all of his friends were like, "We're gonna miss that old son of a gun." I think that like if you're have a good reputation past your death, I think that's a C tier quality.
All right, they used him to blackmail Lana Sky.
True. He's important.
Right. Okay. He has more plot importance than Joe Dark.
Okay.
Joe Dark is just a name and a killer.
It's a little weird to have him on the same tier as like say Winston Payne, but that's fine. Listen, we all have to make compromises.
True.
Okay, so we are getting into game 2 now. We've got I know we might have to hurry up a little bit more.
That's all. Yeah, I'm trying to speed through this.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at me, Des. I'll chew.
Maggie Bird. I like Maggie Bird. I think she's fun.
We all like Maggie.
I think she goes in A tier.
I think she goes all the way up to A tier.
A tier?
Yeah, I will hear arguments from either B or A tier, right? But I
want to see why
I could be convinced of A tier.
Ben will not hear Maggie slander.
What's with the A tier, Iro?
Doesn't she like she comes back in the Oh wait, no, am I getting mixed up?
She comes back in Investigations.
She comes back in the third game also. Right?
Yeah.
Because she's at the cafe.
Yes, she shows up at the cafe. Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
We were literally just talking about this the other day.
Yeah, and she bought a new coat for Yumshu, right?
This is true.
I just think that she should be at the same. Oh no, Gumshoe's at S. Oh my god, yeah.
I mean, there's room for her at A.
I'm whenever when she recurs as a character, I'm happy to see her.
Right.
I do think she is literally better than all of the BT characters. I will agree.
Okay. What we're arguing ourselves into is a tier in between A and B now, but I think we can drop her in at she's on the lower end of an A tier.
Yeah, she's low end. She's like the bottom of A tier. I'll agree to that.
Yeah. Okay. How about the dead guy from?
I care nothing about him.
Yeah,
because I don't even remember his name. I don't remember him at all.
What's his pun name again? Dustin Prince.
Jesus Christ.
God damn.
I forgot about Dustin Prince. Yeah, he's got a funny name. That's about it.
That's literally
Dustin
it,
Prince.
bro.
Yeah, I think Dustin Prince goes in D. That's fine.
That's fine.
So how about our Wellington?
Mr. Fire Extinguisher.
Bruce Wellington, yeah. Or Richard Wellington, sorry, not Bruce.
Okay.
Richard Wellington, excuse me.
I would argue that he somehow did a lot more for brain study than a lot of people in human civilization.
It's like he's kind of a whatever character, but like the fire extinguisher bit is just so memorable that
it's come back so many times.
It's been especially important to us, at least. Too.
Yeah,
I think he's at least C tier.
I would say,
I might put him in B just because the fire extinguisher looms.
Yeah, I feel like he's a C by himself, but because of the fire extinguisher bit, he can get.
We'll slide him into B just for
the
that.
Fire extinguisher is
low
powerful.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is Franziska von Karma.
I feel like I'm gonna get a call from Rose if I don't say A tier at the minimum.
I was gonna say.
Looking at our current tiers, I think I would put her in A.
Yeah. I feel pretty confident about putting her in A as well.
Even though she whips us all the time, even though she calls us a fool.
I'm fond of Franziska, and I think especially even in the original trilogy, she gets a decent amount of interesting character moments.
Yeah.
I'm willing to hear some arguments about on people's opinions for her final scene,
where she cries,
and everything, right? Because
I think that's kind of whatever.
I've heard people be very negative on that, and also people be very positive on it, right? And I can see both of those arguments about it, but on the whole, I think I'm pretty pro Francisca.
Her coming back in 3 is also fun. Like I think that's really good.
She takes a bullet.
Yeah, she does take a bullet.
Also, we never accused her of killing somebody.
Yeah.
She was willing to play along with our scheme to let Phoenix recover from his cold.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Next up, Pearl Faye.
Top of S tier, baby.
S tier.
All the way to the
top. I have no arguments against Pearl being an S.
It's hard to argue against a child as fast as her.
He is in X-Men, and she's going to lead. She's going to lead the Titans. I swear to God.
Look, she has the same HP strats as Maya, but her base form is way stronger.
Yes, when she unlock potential dynamic, she's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Then we'll put Pearl Faye in S tier. Next up is her mom, Morgan Faye.
Thing is, she also her influence looms, right?
Yeah.
Way more than her character actually.
She's also Dahlia's mom.
She's a terrible, terrible mother to Pearl.
I fucking forgot she was Dahlia's mom.
Yeah.
Bro. Holy shit. She's a menace.
Yeah.
She's a menace.
They're all part of the same family, you know?
Wait, she's the womaness.
So as far as that then goes, it sounds like we're debating between B and C to me, based on what you're saying right now.
I might even put her in A because
you think she's Gantz level?
Because she's the ultimate villain of 2 and 3 in a way.
Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Yeah. Because she first off, she tries to kill people in the second game, and then all of Dahlia's shit was co-conspirated with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could be convinced. I feel like if I was making this all by myself, I'd say upper B for her. But
right, she doesn't show up and be a fun villain on screen. She's almost too menacing for that.
Yeah.
Sure. So.
Also, we're not being very granular, because if we were, then I'd start rearranging some of these, because I would put
5-star scale, no halves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
put her in A tier.
Put her in A? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. We'll drop her in A. Then next up we have I've got to pull his name up here because I'm looking at his icon and I do not recognize.
This is the
Turner
victim,
Gray,
right?
Dr. Gray. That's right.
He's the victim of the case 2-2. Is it 2? Who's 2-1?
Yep.
Oh yeah, 2-1 was fire extinguisher.
Yeah, so he's the guy who we get to meet him once, and that he shows up.
He's an asshole.
He's a huge jerk. Shows up right away in
D.
in our office, right? And convinces.
Actually, I mean, I don't know. He did malpractice and then blamed the nurse for people dying. I might put him on a list.
You know somebody who works in healthcare, he's on my list.
Yeah. I think he's D because at least I don't think he deserves to go on a list necessarily, but I mean,
he should have his medical license taken away.
Yeah, but I think he would be upper D, right, in the way that he at least appears as a sprite on screen, and we get to meet him before he gets murdered, which gives him at least a little bit more characterization than some of the other victims.
I think he is a douchebag and therefore on D.
Okay.
All right.
I don't say douchebag very often, but I don't know. There's something about him that just I was like, damn, that dude's just unpleasant to be around.
Yeah, he just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Eenie Meenie.
I know she's a killer who took over the identity of her dead sister.
But also, we've just established that Turner Gray is an incredible asshole who kind of had it coming.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. C tier at minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine putting her at C.
I think her shtick is kind of annoying, but
oh yeah, Des, what do you think?
It's fine.
I called Des out and she had no answer.
None. Do you have any feelings about Eenie Meenie?
She's all right.
I just want to make sure that you're here, Des. I love you. You're my friend.
Oh, thanks, sir. Appreciate that.
I think her sister probably goes in the same. Seeing as they have switched identities,
right?
Oh,
just put them together.
Just
put
they're the
Eenie
same.
Meenie and Meenie in the same tier.
Meenie.
All right, so next up, Dr. Hottie. I think we can drop
him
on a list. On a list. He goes right at the bottom.
If I was in a style game with him, I would kill him before I got the instructions.
Yeah. This is Ami Faye. She's not really a character. Ami Faye is up next. Technically, we have this icon here. I don't know if we really need to consider her.
I have no thoughts on Ami Faye.
Right, because she's just the founder of the clan.
She has a pot.
Yeah.
She stole state secrets from Karai.
She stole fizzy lifting drinks.
She stole fizzy lifting secrets.
That was unknown until later, so
yeah. Okay. Russell Berry.
Next up is Russell Berry, the victim of Case 3, the Big Berry Circus.
I actually felt bad for him.
How'd he die again?
They hit him in the head with a box.
God,
no, they hit him. No, they hit him in the head with
they dropped the thing on his head.
Yeah, the statue, the bust.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
They hit him in the head.
He let his daughter get away with so much shit though.
It was his daughter. When you listen, when you have somebody that you love that much, you've done nothing wrong, and I love you.
Whoa.
Okay. I do think that the love that the rest of the circus has for him does bring him up for me.
He was actually like genuinely like trying to make sure that everyone had a good life.
That's true. He did hire all these wacko individuals.
Okay. Then maybe we'll put him on C. Okay.
C for circus.
C for circus. Next up is Max Galactica.
On the list.
I might even put him on a list.
On a list.
List is the thing.
I hate that guy.
He could go on a list. So
okay. If we were not considering the on a list thing, I would say that he is D tier.
Yeah.
Because
I hate that guy. I didn't want to defend him.
Yeah, that's fair.
I wish there was a David Bowie-like character that we could have defended and felt good about.
I know.
Right? Because that would have been great. I would love to, defend David Bowie in court, but there's a lot of circumstances in the Big Berry Circus that unfortunately have made it a little bit more difficult. So,
I also think Regina Berry should be put on a list.
Next up we have Regina Berry. Now, here's the thing. Yes, she's
so close to becoming Jason Voorhees.
She's a child, right?
Okay.
She's a literal child.
The only thing worse
she's also
than a rapist?
Incredibly naive and sheltered, and
I wouldn't put her on a list. I'll put her on D.
Yeah, there's points where you're like, how did you not notice this girl?
I think,
but then yet, yes, she has these excuses of being an actual child and being sheltered and being only knowing the life of the circus. But
all right, put her on D.
It's hard to like make arguments like, because you start to make the argument against her and like all of the completely legitimate things come up, right? That
but then also it's like, but you are a dumb kid, but also you killed somebody. Kinda.
I just think that like, I don't know, if you kill somebody with a tiger, you should feel pretty bad about it.
But the tiger was smiling.
The lion was smiling or whatever.
So how about our good friend Mo? The clown.
Just move her next to Regina Berry. I don't really care.
Put Mo right next to Regina. Okay.
I just want to put him behind me.
Yeah.
All right. How about Ben Trillo?
This guy might go on a list.
He's on a list. He's on a fucking list.
You think he goes on the list as well? I mean, he also wanted Regina, unfortunately.
Here's my thing about him. I think he should be put on the list, but I also think that he just needs a straight up ass kicking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that there are some people out there in life who have not had that kind of strife, and it really does put you in perspective. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion.
All right.
I think he sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, he sucks. He just sucks, dude.
It's like, hard to hang out with. He was trying to hit on us like 16-year-old.
Forget that part. Dude have to talk to us through his fucking doll. Fucking. It's gonna be hard to hang out at the function when he's fucking there.
Yeah.
I'm not chill when he's in the room.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's just a fact.
Now,
Acrobat.
We have Acro and Bat.
I think
and his brother Bat.
Acro should be in B tier.
Yeah, he was like he's one of them like more noted like sympathetic villains, right?
Yeah, he's one of the more sympathetic killers we've had. So I think
straight up
putting him in B.
I think straight up he's the sympathetic killer in
Yeah.
Like
I know you have been, Tiago, you have been an acro defender. Noted.
It's so interesting to me that like we have a character here who like has legit gone through their own Stephen King misery situation, tries to resolve it, and then goes like, "Yeah, I did it, and I'll do it again." Motherfucker killed my brother. Essentially, we don't know if he'll ever get up. Like I did this, and it's so tragic that he managed to kill the person that he definitely did not intend to kill. He like berates himself for it. He's like one of the most interesting killers on this list.
Yeah.
Right. But I also wouldn't put him in the same quality as the A tier.
Yeah.
Then for Bat, then who is his brother in the coma? He's really not a character.
C for coma.
C for coma.
Okay, I guess.
I like it more than Regina Berry.
True.
This
That's
is
fair.
true. All right, so next up we have Juan Corrida, who was the victim in case 4 of game 2.
Isn't this the dude who's fucking Hiroshi Fujioka looking motherfucker?
Yeah, exactly.
He's Kamen Rider.
He's Kamen Rider.
I mean,
he was Jammin' Ninja, right?
He was Jammin' Ninja in the game.
Put him in C tier at minimum. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, as far as victims go, we have a little bit of attachment to him as a result.
He's cool as hell. He was the Jammin' Ninja.
Okay, so then we'll drop Juan into C. And then let's see here. We have Celeste Impacts, who's
that?
The suicide lady.
Manager,
oh.
this was remember how we saw the suicide graphic every single time that they brought her up?
D, that's so upsetting.
It was upsetting, and they really drove it home. Feels bad to put her in D tier after that horrible stuff happened to her, but at the same time,
I mean, yeah, sure, but like,
are you putting it on us?
No, I'm not putting it on you. I'm just saying, like, but it feels weird because, like, yes, she does not have any real characterization beyond the, damn, a whole bunch of awful shit happened to her, and then she committed suicide.
Yeah, that is true.
Then, we have. Who do we have here, actually?
I don't even know who that guy is. I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember?
I don't remember who that character is.
Let me see him again. I feel like the swoopy hair guy.
That's Matt before he flips his hair.
No,
never mind. That's him over there.
This is.
Wow, he looks just like him.
Yeah, now I feel silly, right?
Who the hell?
We'll set this.
Is that not Matt? I feel like that is Matt.
No, this is Matt.
No, Matt's right there.
No, I mean, listen, it's like he's not the first character to have 2 sprites, bro.
I know, but I don't think that's Matt and Guard. I'll pull his profile up here. That's the only icon we have for him here. God, what am I missing about?
He's not even on the list.
I know. Who am I forgetting about? In 2-4 who showed up?
I like how you're in your private window.
Yeah, private window. Ace Attorney, case 2.
I'll close my eyes. I don't want to see any spoilers. Oh, it's so bright.
I don't want to see it through. Oh, I know he doesn't have dark mode.
Because I'm here in. So.
This isn't spoilers for me because I already saw this.
I know. I feel like I really should know this character.
Wait, scroll up a little bit. That image on the that's just my on guard evil mode.
Throw his hair back.
I feel like it's just Matt
here for characters. Wish I could just see a list of characters. I know. I wish I could just see a list of characters here.
I can't Google shit because if I do, I could see a spoiler.
Yeah, it's fine.
Go back to the thing real quick.
Yeah.
Doug Swallow is what I'm reading.
Swallow.
He's a victim of the first case of game 3, so he's kind of out of place in this
that's
lineup.
That's why I'm not pulling him up. Okay.
What the hell?
Oh, because he's
put him after. Wait, we have to do him after the game 2 characters.
Yeah, I don't know why he's here then. Okay. So
what the H?
Yeah, no wonder I couldn't find him. Anyway, yeah, we got him out of order in our list. Adrian Andrews.
A.
Yeah. For Adrian? Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
I like Adrian.
I feel pretty good about Adrian overall. I think she's got some good stuff going on. She goes through a lot.
Cosplay Samus.
Yeah.
She really could.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's cool.
How about Shelly the Killer?
Ooh.
A for Assassin.
Yeah, Shelly's pretty rad.
He does
or Butler,
like,
but
doesn't he let Maya go, right? Like, or
yeah.
Eventually then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
I mean, he's got the noble assassin, archetype down pat.
He's cool. He's a
in
cool
a fun
guy.
way. So
he kidnapped Maya to get at Mountain Guard, but like he didn't hurt her or anything.
Right.
Simply deprived her of burgers.
Yeah.
He can't help her. He cannot help her unique her unique constitution.
Right.
How could he have known?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How will they know?
Then next up we have the one and only Matt and Guard.
I think he is an interesting killer. However,
I put him at A, I think.
I think A or B. There's no way he's S.
I think A because it's you finally have a client who is guilty, right? It's and you have to go like, oh wait, how do I deal with this?
I mean, I still like this the final case of game 2 a lot. I think when
it's the only one that kind of wrangles with what a career actually is.
Right. And I think when we played through it at the time, I don't think it hit quite as hard for you, Tiago, and for Rose. But it hit hard for me when I played it the first time, and I still have those memories, right? And I can't get over that I thought it was fucking sick. Right?
It's a great turn.
Yeah. I really like it personally still. So I'd be happy to put him in A tier along with the rest of this crew up here.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would agree with you. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So Dahlia Hawthorne shows up next because she shows up in the first case of game 3. So we have Dahlia here.
I think
she's just such a menace.
Yeah.
I might put her S.
She's a really fun villain because she's leaning into the women's wrongs. She's not quite cacklingly evil, but she's like that I don't know, like that ideal simmering evil, right beneath the surface the entire time, right? Feels like something's about to erupt.
I think she unleashes her power level and the butterflies burst into flames.
Yeah.
I feel like I put her at S because she is
she's a really good villain.
It's such an overarching villain of game 3, right?
Yeah.
She's just evil for the sake of being evil.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My phone just went off and I'm now getting a phone call.
All right. So yes, we will put Dahlia Hawthorne then in S tier. I think we're all happy with that. Next up is Godot. Actually, technically, we should do Diego. Diego and Godot are the same characters.
They are the same character.
But yes, Doug, we had Doug.
I put him at
A. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with having Godot and /Diego at A as well. I think he's really fun.
Hear me out.
I like his shtick. Yes, go ahead, make your pitch.
Tiago.
Make your pitch.
I think he is quite possibly I think he should be in an S tier, and here's why. Out of the 3 prosecutors that we have, our 3 main prosecutors, Miles Edgeworth, Francisca von Karmer, and Godot is weirdly antagonistic in a way because you're supposed to take the training that you given by your mentor that he kind of resents you for not protecting. I feel and he's also so vengeful. I feel like there's a lot going on with him that makes him a really interesting prosecutor to me, and also just an antagonist. But I don't blame him for a lot of it. I can't imagine what it's like to just know that you're like your fucking girlfriend died while you were in a coma because the person who tried to kill you. Oh, yeah. There's so much shit going on with him. I don't know. I love him.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tiago.
He's powerful enough to
Tiago's
overcome
argument
the
is that,
HP
and
scraps.
I guess agreeing with him would be that I know Tiago's. It's like a top tier Tiago character.
Godot is like one of the most interesting characters to me in all of Ace Attorney, and that's why I think he's S tier.
Yeah, he's definitely got plenty going on here. I like him. I like him quite a bit. I'd be willing.
You've convinced me.
I'd be willing to pull him up to S tier if you guys all agree on that.
All right, sweet. Do it.
Sure.
Do it quick.
Sure.
Do it before you change your mind.
Maybe Diego should go lower.
Diego should go lower. Diego should be A for Diego.
Okay, we're dropping Diego onto A.
All
right.
Yeah, why not? It's funnier. That way you can break up.
I don't know. I put Diego B because he keeps saying kitten.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you know what? B tier.
He's better once he gets all fucked up.
He's better traumatized.
More interested.
He's tenderized.
Anyway, yes. Now we can pull up our weird, mysterious figure that we forgot about earlier. Doug Swallows, the victim of case 1 here. He's not really.
Nobody fucking knew who he was, so just put him in.
He goes into easy.
At least he doesn't.
List.
At least he doesn't Doug spit.
Yeah,
let's move on.
All right, so next up we have our man of mystery, Ron Delight.
I would say I love him.
You like Ron Delight?
I love Ron Delight. He's so cute.
I feel like he's a.
I love my little girl failure.
I feel like he's a solid B.
I would say A. I love him. He's so cute.
All right,
and he picked such a good girl. He's so.
Well, we do agree.
Green.
I'll rank his wife higher than him.
We're not gonna. Yeah, we're gonna rank the wife higher at the same rank.
You're gonna separate them?
Whoa!
Do not separate, you motherfucker.
Okay, shit, Jesus.
Oh my goodness!
We already put Dessa's cowboy in B tier. We should just let her have
cowboy.
Let's just give her Ron Delight.
Are we gonna giant bomb game of the year jockeying now? Well, you let me put Jake Marshall in. We put Jake Marshall in B tier, so now we got to put Ron Delight in A tier.
My goodness!
I've realized I've now created a precedent, and I'm not gonna go back.
You got we fucking S tier.
All right, are we then? Let's
S tier? That's great. We're not. We S tier.
I would say you got S tier.
For Godot?
Yeah, I want A tier.
In this case, then
and this girl has my name, so she can also be A.
Yeah, so
I think
we'll put Ron Delight in A tier along with Desiree.
Okay.
And drop her in there into A tier as well, so that they are not separated.
My name is not Desiree.
Yeah.
They call her Des, and that is my name.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck are you? I know your name's not Desiree. I know your real Christian name. I know your true name, and I can curse you.
Yeah.
You can fucking put me in the death note.
I would put Luke at me at a B.
Yeah. Next up, we have is Luke at me. I think he's fun.
He's fun. He's okay. I don't like him that much, but the Zavari thing has stuck in my mind forever.
Right.
Yeah, he did elevate himself with Zavari.
Yeah, I think
he says Ace Attorney. Or no, he says Ace Detective, and then Phoenix Wright says I'm an Ace Attorney.
Right. Yeah,
so.
I would almost. I like that case a lot. I would almost argue for him being an A tier, but I'm happy to put him in what we will call our upper B tier as well.
Why are you putting him at the bottom of B tier?
Oh, I'm trying. The listeners can't see me doing this.
Okay, fine. He's upper B tier.
But upper B tier. I'm just saying it as well. Then we have our victim. Right. This is the victim from
Kane
case.
Bullard.
The head of KB Security, Kane Bullard.
Oh, he works in private security. D tier.
I mean, he doesn't. He's no just a victim, right? We never get anything about him. Right?
I don't even remember him.
I don't think does he get any details?
Bring any
he was Ron and Larry's boss. Yeah, he was just.
I think he was a blackmailer or something evil. I remember him being
right. Didn't he do some blackmailing?
Yeah.
Yes, he discovered Atme's identity, and that's why Atme killed him. Yeah. So there's no characterization revealed that would elevate him. You can.
I don't care about him.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the judge's Canadian brother.
Canadian judge.
Canadian judge.
He's C for Canadian.
C for Canadian, but also C because I think his thing was that he was funny because he's not the judge.
It's true.
He's endearing because he shows up for one case and gets to do his wacky bit.
Yeah,
and then he's gone.
He's just a funny.
If we tried to do it too much more, it would probably.
Doesn't he show up twice?
Not in the original trilogy. If he shows up anywhere else, I don't.
Because hang on,
isn't he just? I'll pull
You're
him
pulling
up
up the sources now.
Canadian judge.
Canadian judge.
Judge parentheses younger brother.
Judge's brother.
Oh, he does preside over 2 cases.
Because he's there for the Mia trial.
Right.
And then he's there to be the ringer when it's Edgeworth versus Francisca, so that he doesn't recognize.
That's true.
Because normal judges recognize them.
You're right.
I would put him in B because I think him. I should remember thinking Edgeworth can't be defense trained. The judge would know, and then it's Canadian judge again.
That's
right.
Yeah,
that is a really good bit.
Okay.
All right, you've convinced us. B tier for Canadian judge then.
For brother.
All right. Then next we've got our characters from case 3. Furio Tigre.
Ooh,
Good theme.
Yeah.
Good
kind of
character design.
Wacky bit.
Can't break it if it's good, and didn't need to fix it.
I think
I might go A.
A. I don't know if I'd quite go that high, but
I'm Rondi likes right there.
Damn shit.
Oh man.
Wow.
I mean, I feel we get way more interaction with Ron and Desiree.
That's true. I know. Yeah.
Tigre's bit is
he is just a bit, right?
You are pursuing him because you never see him initially, right?
Right. Everyone's like, he looks just like you.
Yeah, and then you get to finally meet him once, and then drag him into court, right? And it is kind of a funny bit to hear people keep saying.
Put him in B.
But yeah, I think B's the right spot for Furio.
Wait, hear me out. Here's my A defense. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's an attorney. We should put him in A tier for attorney.
He's not an attorney. He's a loan shark.
Criminal, right?
No, the whole.
Tiago, I'm with you. I'm with you.
The whole thing is that he pretended to be Phoenix Wright, so he actually did court. He actually became an attorney.
Right.
I think that's a funny bit.
He ruined Phoenix's reputation.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Phoenix ruins his own reputation.
He does have a good theme song.
He does have a good theme song. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Then let's see here. Viola Cadaverini.
I think we should move Phoenix to S.
You think you should move Phoenix to S?
Yeah, because his cornered theme is the best song in the whole.
Don't worry. When we get to the end, I was gonna come around and advocate
do another quick lap
and do it. Yeah, don't worry. I was gonna advocate for pushing Phoenix up a little bit, but let's get through these last couple characters from game 3. We are almost done with them. Viola, how do we feel about
Viola?
C. Yeah, I kind of feel the same.
C.
I like her design, but yeah,
she doesn't really get a lot to do, unfortunately. Aside from just kind of be weepy.
Once she realizes that Furio used her, she was gonna kill him.
Yeah,
this is true.
Yeah.
Victor Kudo. Our lecherous old man.
D.
I mean, let's be real. Out of all the lecherous people here, he's definitely more tolerable than Larry Butts.
I forgot he was lecherous. I mostly remember. I know, right?
He's you do have to
for
the maids.
You bring him the what was the name of that chain?
Oh yeah, Marie
or something.
Anna's.
Yeah.
We actually did forensic research and we can't remember what the fucking name
forensic research. Like they're dead.
Right. I forgot about that. I mostly remember him because he keeps throwing those fucking beans at you all day.
He's a bean guy.
Oh, I forgot about the beans. I just remembered that he had taste on Maid Kink and I was like, you know what, based actually.
I'm thinking D.
I'm thinking C because he sees these ladies.
Yeah, it was Anna Miller. Is that Maid
Anna
Cafe?
Miller. I knew it was something.
I knew there was an M.
So yeah. So what were we saying? Sorry, D or C?
I think C because he's as lecherous as Larry Butts. And
I guess I'm willing to put him at the same level as Viola.
Sure.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Okay,
tolerable.
All right. Then we have
Jean
our one and
Armstrong.
only Jean Armstrong. Yeah.
This is like a. This is a tough question because it's like I of course support the LGBT community. However, Jean Armstrong is a like really annoying stereotype.
Yeah.
That's what do you think? We can step in here.
Yeah.
He makes me uncomfortable, so I would say I would probably put him in D.
I'll defer to you. I think we can put him in D.
Okay.
Yeah, I would put him in D.
All right. I'm fine with that.
As members of the representation, we have given our judicial directive.
Then we have Glenn Elg, our
non-character,
our victim here.
Hacker man.
Hacker man with a scouter.
His scouter.
Yeah, I think he's D.
Exploded.
Pretty easily.
Yeah.
Then we had Bruto Catervini.
I don't remember his character at all.
Viola's dad, if I recall correctly, right?
Okay,
grandfather. So
fine, D.
Again, he doesn't.
I don't recall him.
He's the evil mob boss, right?
Yeah.
He's a threat in case 3.
I thought he was the assassin from Investigations for a second.
No,
freaking Dogen.
Yeah. Then we have Lisa Basil.
B for Basil.
She barely shows up.
She gets one scene basically. She never
testifies
or anything.
I like her.
Would be so good on a tier maker for like Sesame Street.
God.
I mean, if you really want to put her on B, I guess we can
put
her
on
B,
C
but I think she's
I feel like
C.
C.
Yeah,
she gets like one
she's like memorable, but not.
I just think she's hot, but that's literally kicked me down a level.
Right.
Damn.
All right. Next up, we have Terry Falls, who I believe goes on a list.
Yeah, he's on the list.
Yeah,
because he was dating Dahlia when she was underage. So I think we can safely.
Dahlia had bad vibes from day one.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of moving parts there, but still, you no go there, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the stepsister of Dahlia. Oh my God, Valerie Hawthorne.
Forgot that they were sisters.
I forgot that they were fucking.
Yeah,
I was like, I know that's the victim, but I forgot they were sisters.
Yeah, remember because Dahlia was left and went with this other family, right? And then she was the stepsister as a result because her dad remarried and all. Yeah, all that craziness that was going on there. So yes, she again does not have much to do, but she's a linchpin for what that case revolves around because of that. But
I thought you said David Lynch for a second.
Got a little excited there, huh?
Yeah. So
Iris is next.
Yeah. So next up we have Iris.
This is I feel like this is a contentious one depending on for certain people.
Yeah, if you're like a Phoenix enjoyer, this is going to be a little different.
I mean,
I think she's A tier. I don't know.
Because she's obviously the twin sister of Dahlia. She is the one who actually has the romantic feelings for Phoenix.
Right.
All the good parts of Phoenix dating Dahlia were actually Iris.
Yes.
And yes, so we got a little bit of that separated lovers, like a little bit of that pining. But it's separated by so much time,
right?
That it never feels really like.
Never feels like it actually is there. It's more informed, right? Like
she's like, oh, it was me.
I mean, I'm not like against it necessarily. There's moments within that case that work for me. I think between the two of them, but it never quite hits a home run for me. But as I like especially some of the end bits where because she ends up going to prison still, right? Because she was involved.
Yes.
So there's a little bit of that, like, I'll wait for you kind of stuff that sometimes I'm like, okay, sure. I'm all right with that. But none of it, like, I don't know. I
feel like it's a B.
I feel like I'm talking myself into a B as well.
I don't know. I think she could have been a bit more interesting.
I want to like her more than I do.
Yes,
I think
that's right. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Anybody have any strong arguments against B?
I don't.
No, I think that feels fair.
Okay.
All right, then I think we're
what about
placing
Sister
Iris
Bikini?
in B. How about Bikini?
Sister Bikini, the final weapon.
I think
I like her. She's a B.
A
for Bikini. I mean, she's definitely got a lot of I almost said she's got a lot of heart.
No, that's a different character.
Transform.
Yeah, I mean she's a nice character to have around. She's got some good funny bits.
The thing about her specifically for me is that like I think that the final case of the trilogy is like one of the most interesting cases for me. So like I think that's why I rank a lot of those characters highly.
Right.
So yeah, obviously I do think she should be.
Looking at where we've placed things, I think I would probably put her in A.
Yippee!
Compared to like some of these other characters.
Sure, I'm willing to.
Metatextually, she's fun. She's fun.
Of her in A.
If I ran into her again in Ace Attorney, I'd be like, "Oh hell yeah, Sister Bikini," and then dap her up.
She's more entertaining than Iris.
Sure.
Right, like Iris is obviously more important to the plot and all that. As we've just discussed, it doesn't like quite land. Bikini can get away with just being a like goofy character.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, then like I said, I kind of wanted to loop around because I feel like I kind of wanted to make an argument for moving Phoenix up to S tier still.
I think we all agree.
Because I think Phoenix is still just Phoenix in that way that he is, since he's the main character.
I would put Phoenix in an S tier since the beginning, so.
I think
now that the rest has assembled around him, I think we can.
I feel like we still need to have Phoenix in S tier, somewhere up here, right?
Yeah. I don't.
Is there anybody else that anybody wants to make any arguments for rearranging here?
I feel like other people would. I know. Here's the thing. I know I'm the one who put Godot in S tier. I want him to stay there, but I feel like if he's there, then Miles Edgeworth needs to be up there.
I don't know.
Like the thing about Miles Edgeworth is that he is like the parallel to Phoenix Wright. So I think wherever Phoenix Wright goes, he goes. But I also feel like if that is the case, then someone's got to be knocked down a peg, and if it's got to be someone on the S tier list, it's got to be Godot. And I'm the Godot defender. I think if this was my personal tier list, then Godot would obviously be S and Miles Edgeworth is A. But like,
so you're saying swap the two.
I think if Rose were here, she would also put Miles in S, or in S with Phoenix.
Yeah, you simply cannot have one without the other.
I would agree with that as well. If we were getting more granular, right? I still think I'd put Phoenix above Edgeworth, but with the categories we have here, I'm fine with doing that swap. So.
We could also just have both up there. That'd be so cool.
I mean, if you really want to.
Yeah, I do put them up there.
All right. It's our list. We can do what we want.
Hooray.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other final arguments before we list them all out here?
Let's see here.
Because.
Are we sure we can't put Regina Berry on a list?
No.
The only reason I feel like she can't go on a list is because she's a child. She's a literal child. She is not fully responsible for her actions.
He hasn't paid enough taxes.
She would be tried as an adult.
I was to say something that was so incredibly mean that I can't in good conscience say it, so I'm simply going to let the defense rest.
Okay.
I
realize that
now nobody will know and forever be annoyed.
I'll tell you guys after.
Yeah, I realize that the Regina haters have been strong on this podcast for a long time. And I am not necessarily saying they're wrong. I'm just saying she doesn't belong at the very bottom dark pit with those freaks.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
Fair. Yeah.
She doesn't go with the pedophiles.
Yeah, we've got a pit at the bottom of this list for literal pedophiles. She doesn't deserve to go down there. She does not. So
I think I kind of feel weird because I actually do think the magician should be brought up to D, but like I also recognize. I know you hate him. That doesn't surprise me. I
said again, Max Galactica is a character I wish I could bring up higher, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, here's the thing. If we did not have the on a list tier, he would be in D, and I'd be perfectly fine with that, right?
Yeah.
Well, then they would all be in D.
But yes, they would all be in D. So that would be a different scenario entirely. But
are you saying that we have to keep them separated from the general populace? Sort of.
I think
don't you put that filth on me.
I think I want to move Winston Payne and Larry up to B.
Yeah, that's fair.
Winston Payne and Larry up to B. Okay.
And Larry up to B. Okay.
B for butts.
I'm willing to take those. I think that's perfectly fine.
Now section B stinks.
No, it's not that bad.
Hey,
I mean, Larry's in it.
If it smells.
All right. Well, is that our list then, folks?
Are we sure we don't want to move Fury of Tigray up? I think he's really funny. All right, we can leave him there.
No,
you're okay. All right. I mean, you can make your argument. State your case.
Actually, I am going to try to make an argument for Acro to get a A.
You want to make your Acro argument? Okay.
Shelly the Killer's there. Why can't I have Acro?
Whoa.
That's the whole of the argument.
Oh, all
Your
right.
Honor,
I think actually I'm then in that. No, I might move Shelly the Killer down.
No, don't do this, King Solomon.
Look. It's okay. You can take Acro's wheelchair, and then somebody else could take Shelly's walkie-talkie.
No.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. I'm not gonna.
You've given up. All right.
I mean, here's the thing. I think Acro is one of my favorite killers, but like, I love the super sympathetic killers in Ace Attorney because they're so interesting to me. And Acro is the most interesting to me because he's literally a Stephen King protagonist in a circus.
Right.
But that is because I have different taste, and I think it is my taste that demands he goes up. But I also recognize this is a group vote, so I will not force the group. I think my thing is that if this was up to me, he would be an A tier. That's it.
But everybody else is fine with him in B. Is what it sounds like here.
It sounds
I'm fine
like
with him in B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Des, what do you think?
No, I'm with them. Sorry.
No pity for the majority.
All right. Well, then I think we've got our list here. Just to recap for the listeners, we have in S tier, or actually, I guess I should go from bottom up. On a list at the very, very bottom, we've got our bad boys: Salmonella, Dr. Hottie, Max Galactica, Ben, whatever his last name is, and Trillo.
The puppet guy.
Ben Trillo, yeah.
And
Trillo.
Because Trillo's the puppet, but I forget what Ben's actual last name is. And Terry Falls. We have.
I'm surprised Trillo is in here.
I'm not going to list all the random named people who've been killed down here.
Yeah.
Because we got a bunch of just people who were murdered at the very bottom here.
Yep.
But then we have, let's see here, Red, White, Frank Saw It here. We have Regina Berry in D. We have Mo in D. And we have
John Armstrong.
John Armstrong in D as well. Then in C, we have Cindy Stone, Larry's murdered girlfriend. We have April May, Marvin Grossberg, Cody Hackins, Wendy Oldbag, Yanni Yogi, Gregory Edgeworth,
Mike Meekins.
Mike Meekins. Yep. This is a test for me to remember every single NPC's name just by looking at their picture. Eeny, Meeny, and Meeny, Meeny. The Big Berry Circus director, whose first name I'm forgetting. Bat and Juan Carita, Viola, and oh my god, our creepy old man.
The bean man and the robot lady.
The bean and robot lady. I wish I could just hover over them and have their
I
names
know,
appear, right?
Yeah.
There's a feature suggestion for you, tier maker. Let me hover over and get context-aware names over top of an icon. Then in B tier, we have Luke Atme, the Bellhop, Misty Faye. We have
Will
Powers and Penny Nichols. Mm-hmm. We also then have Lotta Hart and Dee Vasquez. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Parrot, which was
Polly.
It was just Polly. Yeah. For some reason, I was like, wait a minute. Then we also have Lana Skye. We have Jake Marshall. We have
Angel Star.
Yeah, you're better at it than I am. Then we have Wellington.
This dude. See, I didn't remember that dude's name.
Yep. Then we have Wellington and Acro.
Mm-hmm.
We have also in B. We
Diego
have
Armando.
Diego and Canadian Judge. We then also have Furio Tigre and Iris, Larry Butts, and Winston Payne. Yes, in B.
Yep.
Now for A tier, none other than Mia Fey,
hell yeah,
Emma Skye, Damon Gant, and Maggie Bird, along with Francisca Von Karma, Morgan Fey, Adrian Andrews. We also have in A tier
Shelly
DeKiller and
Matt
Ungard, yeah. I forgot his first name. Then up we have the Delights, Ron and Desiree, along with one and only Bikini in A tier, wrapping it up.
Bikini.
Lastly, in S tier, we have our good friend, the Judge, Phoenix Wright, Maya Fey, Miles Edgeworth, Detective Gumshoe, Manfred Von Karma, Missile, Pearl Fey, Dahlia Hawthorne, and Godot. So,
definitive.
That's our definitive. It's as definitive as we can get without one portion of our crew here, without Rose.
Yeah, I think I accurately represented all of Rose's opinions.
I don't know. You were fighting Edgeworth a little bit there.
True, bestie.
Yeah. So that'll do it for now. I think for our first ever tier ranking of Ace Attorney characters. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you got angry. I'm sure you're happy. You're more than willing to write in the comments about how we misplaced your favorite character, because I know every single character is somebody's favorite somewhere. So I'm sure
everyone loves Dr.
somebody's favorite.
Yeah. There's got to be somebody out there who thinks he's funny, but I don't know if I want to know you. No offense.
Nice.
So that'll do it for us this time around, folks. Next time, assuming everything goes smoothly and our good friend Rose is feeling better, that is when we will be diving into Case 4, finally, of Great Ace Attorney 2. And you can hear all of our opinions about that case then, especially, Tiago and Rose after they've started to make their way through that first half of that case. So if you'd like, you can keep up with everything that we do via our website, updatedautopsy.report, to stay up to date on everything. It's got links to all of our social media accounts. You can also watch all of our Let's Plays with Dessy and I and Iro playing through the game at youtube.com/@Yotzaben. You can follow me on pretty much all social media at Yotzaben. Dessy, where can people find you?
On Blue Sky if you look really hard.
And Tiago?
Tiago S. Dutra on various social medias.
And Iro?
You can find me on Blue Sky and on my website, obsidianmoonshine.com.
All right. Thank you so much for listening. We hope that you will rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcast platform. Next time, like I said, we'll be playing the first half of the fourth case of Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve, Twisted Karma and His Last Bow. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.